In the endless white silence of Siberia, winter is not just a season, it is a force that tests every living soul. The wind cuts like knives, the snow buries sound, and the cold does not forgive mistakes. On this day, the temperature had dropped far below what most humans can endure, a cold so deep it seemed to freeze time itself. In a small, weather-worn wooden house on the edge of the frozen forest lived an elderly woman. Her hair was white like the snow outside, her hands marked by decades of hard winters and quiet survival. She lived alone, with no family nearby and no neighbors close enough to hear her call. Only the wind, the trees, and the long Siberian nights kept her company. That morning, as she stepped outside to clear the snow from her door, she heard something strange. Not the howl of wolves or the cracking ice, but a faint, trembling sound, almost lost in the storm. She stopped and listened again, and there it was, a soft cry.
Is outside.
Following the sound through deep snow, she found two husky puppies, barely moving, their fur stiff with ice, their small bodies pressed together in a desperate attempt to stay warm. Their eyes were half closed, their breathing shallow, and in temperatures like this, life fades quickly. The old woman knew the danger and understood that minutes mattered, but she also knew that turning away would mean death. With shaking arms, she lifted the puppies and held them against her chest, feeling how light and fragile they were as the wind screamed around her. Each step back to her house was heavy, her lungs burning and her legs trembling, but she did not stop. Inside, the air was still cold but safe.
All cozy and safe from the cold.
She wrapped the puppies in old blankets, placed them near the stove, and rubbed their frozen paws with her bare hands, giving them what little warmth she had left, while whispering softly, promises she wasn't sure she could keep. The storm raged on for hours as she stayed awake through the night, feeding them warm water drop by drop, watching their chests rise and fall, afraid that sleep might cost them their lives. Her body ached, and exhaustion weighed on her bones, but she endured because survival was something she had learned long ago. By morning, the storm began to fade, and pale light filtered through the frost-covered window. The puppies stirred, weak but alive. In that quiet moment, something powerful had happened. Not a victory over nature, but an act of compassion. In Siberia, the cold shows no mercy,
go, little one.
but kindness
Drink it
does.
all up now.
This story is not just about an elderly woman or two husky puppies, but about choosing to care when it would be easier to look away. About warmth born not from fire, but from the human heart. And about a single decision that saved two small lives in the coldest
Drink up,
place
you're safe
on
now.
Earth.
Good puppies. Yes, eat well. Drink up, little ones. Get strong.
safe here, my sweet puppies. Don't you worry.
All the milk is gone now. Such a good puppy. You're safe and warm now.
There you go, little one. All clean now.
Here you go, my good boy. Eat up, you deserve it.
Good dogs. You waited patiently. Here is your dinner. Good boys. We're finally warm.
The wind cuts through layers of clothing like a blade. Breath freezes in seconds. Metal burns the skin. This is a place where even silence feels heavy. On this frozen plain, far from towns or help, a 90-year-old driver found himself completely alone. No phone signal, no shelter nearby, only his aging truck and the endless white. He had driven these roads for most of his life. Decades behind the wheel had taught him patience, caution, and respect for nature. But that night, nature had something else planned. As the engine cooled and the darkness thickened, shadows began to move at the edge of the snow. Wolves.
Hello, and thank
At
you for
first,
joining
only
us.
a few,
In this
then
session,
more.
we will explore
Dozens
the key
of gray
benefits
shapes
of
emerging
implementing the new
silently from
software
the
update.
frozen fog. They did not rush, they did not howl, they watched. In the extreme cold, wolves conserve energy. They wait, and waiting is often more frightening than attack. The old man did not panic. His hands trembled, not from fear alone, but from the cold that crept into his bones.